He only acts romantic with his wife. The Secret Pact of Yiwei and Xinyi. Welcome to Fresh Angle 24H, your trusted corner for uncovering the most captivating, emotional, and inspiring stories behind the faces you see on screen. If you love exploring the human side of your favorite stars, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, leave a comment below, and share this video with your friends. Now, let's dive deep into one of the most heartwarming love stories in the Chinese film industry, the story of Yiwei and Xinyi, a couple who blurred the line between real and real life. Every once in a while, the entertainment world gifts us a story that feels straight out of a movie. Yiwei and Xinyi's romance is exactly that, a real-life drama scripted by destiny itself. They first crossed paths on the set of When I Woke Up, I Was on Mount Chun, a short film that would unknowingly become the starting point of a lifelong partnership. At that time, neither of them knew that this collaboration would change not only their careers, but also the course of their lives. Their on-screen chemistry was so natural, so deeply felt, that fans immediately sensed something more than acting. What audiences didn't realize was that behind those tender glances and effortless emotions lay the quiet beginnings of a genuine love story. In the demanding world of filmmaking, emotions can be fleeting, relationships fragile. But for Yiwei and Xinyi, the opposite was true. They bonded over long shooting days, endless retakes, and the shared passion for storytelling. What started as artistic admiration soon grew into affection and then love. Before long, they were inseparable partners not just in art, but in life. As their connection deepened, they worked together on several short films, often portraying lovers, friends, or partners facing life's trials. The way they complemented each other, both professionally and personally, became their signature. When they finally tied the knot, Yiwei and Xinyi made a heartfelt pact, a sweet agreement, as fans now call it. Yiwei decided that from then on, he would reserve most of his romantic scenes for projects featuring Xinyi. To him, intimacy, even when it's just acting, carries emotional meaning. He wanted his wife to remain the center of his on-screen romance, a reflection of their real bond. For Xinyi, it wasn't just a romantic gesture. It was proof of respect. In an industry where boundaries often blur, Yiwei's choice was a declaration that love and professionalism can coexist beautifully. What makes this couple truly beloved is not just what happens on screen, but what happens behind it. Xinyi is famously sensitive to cold weather. During outdoor shoots, Yiwei is often seen quietly preparing ginger tea for her, or draping his jacket over her shoulders. When filming under the rain, he instinctively shields her from getting too wet, even if it means ruining a take or messing up his own costume. These little gestures, unspoken, unrehearsed, but deeply genuine, reveal a level of care that goes beyond performance. Crew members often joke that their real-life affection could outshine any scripted romance. Unlike many celebrity couples who flaunt their love, Yiwei and Xinyi never made grand public declarations. Instead, their affection reveals itself in subtle, almost secretive ways. Whenever Yiwei receives an award, he never forgets to thank his wife, not just as a muse, but as his partner in creativity. Meanwhile, observant fans have noticed his handwriting in Xinyi's work journals, with small notes of encouragement, or reminders written in the margins. These are not publicity stunts. They are the quiet footprints of a marriage built on respect, trust, and deep companionship. In an era where celebrity relationships often fade as quickly as they appear, Yiwei and Xinyi's enduring bond feels almost cinematic. Fans often compare their grounded love to the more volatile relationships that dominate headlines, and the contrast is striking. Their romance isn't built on fame or spectacle, it's rooted in trust, patience, and shared values. One of the most touching things Xinyi once said was, "The most beautiful thing isn't that we got married as actors, but that my husband still looks at me the same way, whether the camera is rolling or not. That statement resonated deeply with fans. It reminded everyone that authenticity is still the most powerful form of romance. Their story gives hope to anyone who believes that real love, the kind built on respect and kindness, can survive the demands of fame. It proves that being in the spotlight doesn't have to dim the light between two people. What truly sets them apart is how their love translates into art. Every scene they share carries a quiet electricity, a truthfulness that directors can't fabricate. Their emotions feel lived in, not performed. When Xinyi cries in Yiwei's arms, it's not just acting, it's trust, safety, and emotional surrender. That's why their work resonates so deeply. Audiences can sense when something is real. Yiwei once mentioned in an interview that he doesn't need to act love when working with Xinyi, because every gesture, every touch, comes from genuine feeling. That kind of synergy is rare in the entertainment industry. Their relationship has become a case study for young actors learning that real emotion, when harnessed with skill, becomes the most powerful storytelling tool of all. In many ways, their films are a mirror of their lives, imperfect, raw, but beautifully human. Their love story isn't just romantic, it's instructive. It reminds us that fame, money, and glamour mean little without emotional grounding. Yiwei and Xinyi embody what it means to build something real amid chaos. In an age of social media perfection, their authenticity feels refreshing. They don't sell their love as content, they live it quietly, deliberately. They've also inspired countless fans to believe that love and ambition don't have to conflict. Their relationship thrives because it's built on equality, two artists supporting, challenging, and believing in one another. They prove that partnership is not about ownership, but about shared purpose. And that's what makes their story so deeply human. It reminds us that true love is not always loud. Sometimes, it's in the quiet moments, the unspoken care, the shared dream, the soft "I'm here." At its core, the story of Yiwei and Xinyi is not about fame, but about faith in love, in art, and in each other. Their journey from co-stars to life partners is a rare example of devotion in an industry known for its transience. They've proven that chemistry on screen can become commitment off screen, and that real love, when nurtured with honesty, doesn't fade with time, it deepens. They remind us that love doesn't always need to shout to be heard. Sometimes it whispers, through shared glances, mutual respect, and everyday acts of kindness. Yiwei and Xinyi's story isn't just a romance, it's a reminder that genuine connection still exists, even in a world of make-believe. Their partnership is a living script, one written not in ink, but in devotion. Thank you for spending time with us here on Fresh Angle 24H. If this story touched your heart, make sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. Tell us, do you believe true love can survive under the spotlight? Would you want to see more couples like Yiwei and Xinyi? Join our community, and let's celebrate more stories that remind us what love, loyalty, and artistry truly mean. Until next time, this is Fresh Angle 24H, bringing you stories that touch the heart, one frame at a time.